Welcome back to my two-part series on how to make a character select system. In the first part, we got up to coding the buttons, and now we'll actually set up everything in Unity. And by the end of this video, you'll have a working product. If you want to see what it looks like finished, go to the end of the video. Alright, so now let's move this down here. Call this -300 and -200. So now we're going to make an empty game object called menu manager. We're going to move the script onto the menu manager. Then we're going to fill in all the variables. So portrait player 1, portrait player 2, portrait player 2, portrait player 1, the name text for player 1 and the name text for player 2. Alright. Make sure I did that one correctly. You should really rename these. Okay, now in the menu manager, make sure all your variables are correct. And now shift click all your buttons. Hit plus and drag in the menu manager. Now for all of them, you're gonna hit update player 1. Now for each individual one, you're gonna drag in the scriptable objects. So Naruto, Miles, Ichigo, and Goku. Now we're going to duplicate the holder. Call it player 2. And just make the X position positive. And try to keep them together. Now for each of them again, shift click and change it to player 2. Now let's test it out. Okay, as you can see, we're selecting different characters for each button we press. And the name is also changing. Alright, now save what you have and create another UI button. And call this play button. Under the on click, add the menu manager and the next scene function. And if you want, change the text to whatever you want. I'm just going to call it play for now. Now, let's head over to the game scene. Alright, now in this scene, we're just going to have 2 empty game objects for the player spawn. So, let's call it player 1 spawn. And let's move this to -8. And then let's call this one player 2 spawn. Now make another game object for the game manager. Now let's make another script called character loader. Now in this one, all we need is a start function. Now make a public game object list, and I'm gonna call it character prefabs. And 2 public transforms. I'm gonna call it player spawn 1. And player spawn 2. Now in void, in start, create int, a new int variable, selected character, player 1. Equals player prefs dot get int and what do we call it in here? Player 1 selected. It's easier if you just copy and paste it, just so you don't get the names wrong by accident. So this is how you get the information from your player prefs. You're getting the int, and that will represent whichever character you want to instantiate into the scene. Now copy this line and paste it. Change the variable name to player 2 and this to 2 as well. Now create a new game object called prefab1. That means it's gonna select whichever this line is basically for player 1. It's gonna select whichever prefab is in the selected characters list. So again, copy this and it's added to. And finally, we're going to instantiate the game object. So, clone 1, instantiate prefab 1. At player 1 spawn dot position. Quaternion identity. Okay, and that is it. Hit save and head back to Unity. Now drag it in, drag in player 1 spawn, and drag in player 2 spawn. Now I already made the prefabs, but these are just the images, so you don't need to worry. Naruto, Miles, Ichigo, and Goku. Hit save, head back to your character selection, and let's test it out. Naruto, Miles, hit play. Actually, one more thing you have to do is add the scenes to your build settings. Now let's test it out. Says it instantiated it. Huh. To one clone, mouse clone. Where is the error? Spawn to position, prefab one position. Player 1 spawn, player 2 spawn. Oh, now I see where the error is. Positive 8. And also, z should equal 0. Now that should work. Save. There you go. Now you see them. Albeit they're a little bit cut off, but that is how you do a two-person character select system. You might want to do it a slightly different way. Here's just a very bare bones basic way of doing it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful, and thank you for watching. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. I made my character select system. If you want to make it slightly different, it's completely up to you. Just have to remember that I only use images because it's easier, but you're instantiating a prefab, so you can instantiate an entire character using the system. This isn't all the system's good for. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.